What's going on, guys? Clifton Denny with On Your Own Outdoors. Hey guys, so if you follow along with the channel, it's summertime. You know what that means. It's product review. I'm trying to get as many products out to you guys as I can with an honest review before season gets here, because it's closing in fast. So if you're looking at buying new products, you got a little amount of time to do it. So the product that we're doing today is the XOP Rubicon. If you come along on the channel over the last week, we just did the Ion, which is basically the bigger brother of this stand. So I like to call that one a big boy stand, and this one's for most of you normal folks. Not saying that a big boy can't use this. I'm just saying the other one has a bigger seat, bigger platform, stuff like that. So this stand has the meat shelf. It's got all those options that you've seen with the Ion. It's just a smaller stand called the Rubicon. So we're gonna go through all the features today. We're gonna hang it on a tree, show you how I hang them and all that kind of stuff. Let's get into this stand. Number one, from platform to seat, you got 20 inches total. The platform down here by itself is a 27 by 19. So again, it's still a larger platform. It's just not as big as what you've seen on the Ion. The seat is the exact same way. The seat comes in at 15 by 9 inches. Again, still a pretty healthy seat. It's just not as big as what you would have seen on the other one. Coming in at a total of 9.6 pounds. Once you fold this thing down, you'll see in a minute, still has plenty of room on the platform to be able to lock your sticks down or however you want to do that. Let's go ahead and talk about the shaft here. So you've got 5 different adjustments, just like you've seen on the stand the other day. So while it's on the tree, it gives you 5 different adjustments just to perfect that angle. It's not going to give you a whole bunch of play, guys. So if you're on a tree like this, don't expect that thing's going to level out. But if you're on a tree that's got a slight cant, you can most certainly do that. Once we get this on the tree, I'll show you how I use the knob up here to adjust my seat, kind of take off some of those hot spots on those all-day sits. Let's go ahead and talk about the stand, getting this thing folded flat and getting it set up so that you were going to carry it to the woods. So we'll start here, because last year we had a bunch of questions over this little knob here. So whenever you get it and you want to make your meat shelf, you're going to twist that dude around. If you can see there, it hits. So you take that dude, back it off. I like to go about 4 or 5 turns, put it back in, go another 4 or 5 turns down on it. All right, and what it does is it locks it in that hole there. Fold the stand down. Now it's packed, it's ready to go. So out of this stand and the stand that we did the other day, which was the Ion, I prefer the Rubicon, and I'm gonna tell you why. So when it's early season and you're going through the woods and you got all the foliage and stuff like that on the trees, I don't like anything that's sticking out around me. This stand is small, as you can see here. It fits inside your back. It's not sticking out all over the place, so it's not gonna hook on a bunch of stuff as you're moving around through the timber. And I think that is a key feature that guys miss when they're selecting a stand. Yes, you want something that's got enough room that you can move around on, 110%, but you wanna remember that whenever you're going through all that thick brush, you're gonna hang on stuff if you've got something, you know, basically too much platform that you're not gonna use anyways. We're not up there trying to turn flips, we're up here trying to hunt a deer. Again, those are your 5 adjustments that I was talking about a while ago. Another cool thing is with the platform, they do have the riveted kind of thing here, if you can see that. So it is gonna give you some slip resistant. The finish of the stand is not like that sandy finish. It is kind of slick. So having those little add-ons, those little divots there is most certainly gonna be beneficial. If you look at the platform itself versus the stand we did the other day you had 4 different holes here where you could mount your bow hanger or whatever you wanted to do. This one you've only got 2. It's out here towards the end. Once we get it on the tree, I think you'll understand on why there's not 4. You don't actually need them. That bow would be right up in your lap if you did that. So let me go ahead, back this guy back off, and I'm gonna show you guys how I put this thing on a tree. All right, so whenever I'm hanging these dudes on a tree, what I like to do, fold that guy up like this. I take my one strap, hook my strap on, put it up against the tree. Shove it down, pull that dude down, let it bite itself in. Come up, put one knee in, foot kind of underneath. Let that dude really bite down in the tree. So now that we have this thing on the tree, I'm going to tell you, it looks like I have just as much room as I did on the larger stand, and that's because of the thought process that went into the seat size versus the platform size. So you still have plenty of room. Again, I'm just underneath 6 foot tall. I've got plenty of room on the platform. There's not a lot of bow, a lot of give in the platform, when we're talking about the seat earlier, so you guys that are going to be sitting all day, you know, it's the rut, you're going to be here all day, this little button that's up here to make the meat shelf is probably one of my favorite features, even though it's so tiny. And the reason for that is to say that I'm sitting, this is my seat height right here, and I know that after a while it's going to start biting in the bottom. I can take this dude, back it back off a little bit, and it changes the angle of that seat. Or you can screw it all the way down, and again, it just changes the angle of that seat. It's something super small that is super beneficial. So while I'm up here, guys, the next thing I want to talk about is everything that the stand comes with whenever you buy it. So the stand's just over 200 bucks on the XOP website. Again, you can use the promo code. It's going to save you a little money. So everything you get with this stand, guys, is right here. As you can see, you get a seat cushion, you get the safety harness, you get 2 straps to put it on the tree, you get 2 shoulder straps to make the carrying of it easier. The fact that it folds flat, using those dudes, it's going to be a home run 110%. But while we're here, guys, let's go ahead and talk about this thing. So what we got here is their seat cushion. As I talked about the other day, something that you like to see companies do, or I do, is throw in little add-ons that is just, you know, takes it over the top just a little bit. And I think that's this here. So whenever you put this seat on, it just stretches over the top of your seat. You'll take that dude, stretch it over. This little gear right here, so if you had a gear bag or something like that, you wanted to lace it up through this, it gives you a place that while this is on, you got a place for your drop pouch. If it's up, so that you put your drop pouch here, you keep it closed, and you're one of the guys that are going to use one of these like as a hybrid, so you're going to use it as a lock-on or running your saddle out of, you have it up like that. You can flip it around, use it as a knee pad, or you can have a drop pouch right here so you can access all your stuff. And I think that's super beneficial as well. So guys, just like always, we like to talk about the pros and the minuses whenever it comes to these stands and or anything else that I actually review on my channel here. So we're going to start with the negatives because we always like to end on positives. We got a smile on our face. So starting with the negatives, I only really have one big negative about this stand. It's something that I actually kind of beat XOP up on in each one of these little stand videos, and that's the tree bite back here, the tree cleat on the back side of the stand. So when this stand comes, it comes completely put together except for that little cleat. You've got one bolt, takes a 7/16" wrench. You're going to need 2 of them. So you can't just order this thing on the internet and think you're going straight to the tree. You better take yourself 2 wrenches with you so that you can throw that bolt in there. Once you've got it in there, it's good to go. No worries at all. But that is something that I like to express to guys so that they know ahead of time, like, oh, I ordered this thing. I'm not just going to go jump in the tree. I know I've got to put that cleat on there. So anyways, that's really all the negatives I have with this thing. So let's talk about the positives. Again, last year, XOP came out with their super lightweight lineup that had all these awesome features, and everybody was like, put the features on the cheaper ones. So anyways, that's what they did here. Again, coming in at just over $200. This thing is phenomenal. It's got the meat shelf. It's got their new mesh seat. It comes with the pad. It comes with the safety harness. I prefer this stand over the one the other day because it doesn't have as big of a frame. And again, when you're walking around through the woods. So what all bang you get for your buck on these upgraded stands? Seat, meat shelf, the adjustments in the platform itself. I mean, I think XOP hit a home run with this new lineup and did a really, really good job at trying to keep that price point down so people could actually afford it. So anyways, guys, that's all I've got for y'all today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go back to that homepage, hit the little bell up top because you never know where we're going to be or what kind of products we're going to be reviewing. Until next time, good hunting, and we'll see you from a tree.